Maria. I'm back again for the first Messe day. The doors are open and since 9 in the morning, one group follows the other. Today I would like to show you a demo of Vasily, who is perfectly demonstrating the Tascam GT-R1, the symbiosis of a guitar trainer and a handheld recorder.
Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Frankfurt Musikmesse 2009. Tascam welcomes you warmly, all of you musicians and sound engineers out there. If you would like to know how to put your music or your conference down in a proper and professional way, then you've come to the right place. As you might know, Tascam has been a manufacturer of great recording devices for over 50 years. And today I'm going to present to you the newest addition to our series of recorders. And I would like to start with the new GT-R1. Some of you might know the DR1, our award-winning handheld recorder. And as you can see, the GT-R1 looks very similar. It also has a stereo pair of condenser mics, perfectly spaced for natural sounding stereo recordings. But unlike the DR1, it doesn't come with an additional dynamic microphone input. This one has a high impedance guitar input, so you can plug your electric guitar or bass directly into the recorder, start recording straight away. It also comes equipped with a whole bunch of useful functions for guitarists or bass players. It has a preamp section with several emulators, 9 cabinet emulators, and a variety of all the effects that you need as a guitar player. It does have all the standard effects, chorus, flanger, phaser, delays, everything you need, and also a really good sounding reverb section. And the preamp and the gain settings of the preamps actually sound really nice and useful. Of course, you can also set it to neutral and just record a dry guitar signal for later use at the recording studio or on your PC. Now, some of the interesting guitar practicing functions that it has is, for example, the loop function. It has a USB port, so you can transfer files back and forth from a computer to the device and back. You could, for example, take your favorite guitar solo, load it into the GT-R1, and loop just that one section that you want to practice with just the press of two press of button I/O, and there you have your loop point. It'll start playback looped. You can practice as long as you want. You can change the speed instantly by just turning the wheel, slow the tempo down, and then gradually turn it up to improve your playing skills. Also, it has a reduction function where you can take the guitar of that sound file that you've just loaded in and reduce the level of it, so the original guitar is no longer loud on your headphones or on your monitors, so you can add your own guitar to it, or you can listen to how your guitar playing or your solo sounds to the original track. Okay. One of the most useful functions is the overdub function, which practically turns this recorder into a little multi-tracker. You can, for example, use the built-in drum computer as a rhythm track to which you can play to in case the same old click track gets boring for you. You can also choose to play to an important MP3 or imported WAV file and add your own solos or harmonies. All just with the press of one button. I'd like to demonstrate the overdub function real quick. just for you to see how easy it is. Let's say I pick a dance rhythm that is in here. It's called Dance 4. Let me turn down the level a little bit. Okay, we have a dance beat. Now I hit record. It will now create a file with the underlying drum beat so I can lay down a rhythm track. On the side of the device there's a little, I don't know if you can see it, it's a little mix balance where you can adjust the volume of the two elements. Now as soon as I hit record, okay, now I have a rhythm track down with drums, and next time I hit record, the device asks me if I want to do an overdub recording or not. If you switch this to on, it'll keep adding what I record now to the already done recording that's in here. And every time you record new sound, it'll create a new file, so you can always jump back if you didn't like the take that you did last. And the only limitation is the remaining space on the SD or SDHC card that you have. By the way, this device has been tested with cards of up to 16 gigabytes, so that's plenty of recording time there, especially if you're recording in MP3 format, but you can also record in WAV format up to 48 kilohertz, 24-bit. Anyway, let's add the solo. Okay, and we can, just with the push of one button, instantly listen back to our result. So you get the idea. With a click of just a few buttons, I've made a 3-track recording, and the idea behind this is to have a recorder that doesn't get in your way when you want to capture an idea quickly. So many times you lose the initial spark or idea that you have, and that's why we designed the GTR1 in a way so that doesn't happen again. Never lose that initial perfect idea again, yeah? Record your rhythm track, your chord progression that you came up with, add a solo, add a harmony, add a vocal line with the built-in condenser mics, take the idea home or take the idea back to the studio and keep working, but you don't lose that initial moment. And yeah, it's a very useful tool in that respect. And as I said earlier, it has all the recording functions that the DR1 has, so if you don't just want to use it for practice reasons as a guitarist or a bass player, you can also use it as a handheld field recorder, whether you want to record a conference or your local choir or a rock concert or whatever you want to record. It's really the perfect little tool for it. Okay, so that was the GTR1.
Wow, amazing what's all possible with that little box. Speed up, speed down, overdub recording and key change. I think I really might need one of these for training.